And the elderly is targeted as well through the elimination of their retirement center IDs. And we've seen this insidious move by the Florida legislature since they established these IDs in 2002. We used to be able to accept employee IDs as proof of identification, those with picture and signature. In fact, it's ironic that the same staff members in the Florida legislature who work across the street from my office, who can use those in their legislative IDs to access the secret meetings and the member-only rooms to cut the legislative deals that they're working on, those top secure clearance passes won't work to allow you to vote now in the state of Florida. And what this also does is it targets municipal and public employees. Most city and county workers have picture IDs verifying that they are a municipal worker because security is of such great concern. And so there are many, many of these IDs among all kinds of public workers. They will no longer and cannot be used to verify their identity, even though they provide security for the cities, school systems, and counties that employ them. Again, taking away and making it harder for citizens to prove who they are is simply not the right way to go, particularly after a state that's traumatized its citizens the way we did in 2000, when we prevented, we being the state election officials, when the state election officials prevented thousands of citizens from having their votes legally counted. There are other things that are in this bill. For example, all of us believe that we have the right to petition our government. Well, except if you live in Florida, where they have changed the Constitution of 1968, and our petition laws have been in place since 1968, to essentially say that the lifespan of petitions are no longer going to be 4 years. They're going to be 2 years. And individuals who are paid petition collectors are going to be subject to paying for background tests, literally $100+. And you're going to have to get picture IDs. You're going to have to sign up, and you're going to be subject to fines. And if one of these petition collectors doesn't do this, then the petitions that are collected are all thrown out. Well, excuse me. We're talking about the right of citizens to petition their own government. And this sounds like, to me, like somebody that's trying to tilt the playing field against this citizen right. We also have changes to the campaign finance laws in Florida. And to sum up campaign finance laws, it's as simply as this. Floridians deserve to know who gave the money and who got the money that's spent in Florida politics. Well, that's been the entire scheme of our process in campaign finance since before my memory, and this law would end that. It would say that if you're a political committee in Utah or Pennsylvania and you're in compliance with their laws, guess what? You don't have to file a thing in the state of Florida. So our who gave it, who got it law would never apply unless you knew what state that PAC was in, and since they don't have to file anything, you wouldn't have any idea what was going on. So again, our basic touchstone of telling the public who got what and whence it came from is thrown out the window.